my God. This thing is big as my head. No, literally, like, look at it. It's so big. So we're gonna be getting into this huge lobster, and then also we're gonna be doing a story time today, and I'm gonna be telling you guys about all the times I used to sneak out of my house when I was a teenager, and I would go out with my friends and smoke pot, and pretty much just smoke pot, sometimes drink, but for whatever reason, we were all pot smokers. So, and also why I highly don't recommend you ever do anything like that. Please, please learn from my mistakes. I'm here to be like your Jesus. Like, judge me. I'll tell you all my sins. I'll tell you everything I've done wrong, everything I'm a total screw up. But I can guarantee at the end of the day, like, I please hope that you learn from me, and I guarantee my story times are just really to help you out. So I've got this lobster here. I have this raspberry sweet tea, which I love, absolutely love sweet tea, especially with seafood. And then I also have just some butter. This is melted butter, and I didn't really want to do like a sauce with it. I just was craving butter for some reason. And then also I've got some tools here. I think I'm just going to use a hammer to open this up. So yeah, whenever I have to like pound on it, I'm going to bleep it out and put music on. Then I've got my Cutco scissors right here. Shout out to Cutco. It's an amazing brand, and I recommend if you're looking for a really good quality scissor. Not sponsored, but I do recommend Cutco. They're amazing. And then also, just in case, if I really need to use these, I have these crackers right here. And when I was a teenager, like when I would sneak out of the house, we wouldn't just sneak out of the house and like go up the street to smoke pot. I will just let you guys know all about it. Yeah, it's amazing to me. I would never do anything like that now. I don't even really know what I was thinking. Okay, so anyways, let's open this. So, whoa, whoa, it's so big. Oh my God, this is enough meat, you guys. Oh my God. For some reason, I was just so thirsty. So let's open this bad boy up. My God. The guy on the phone was right. You need a hammer. Oh, here it fucking comes. Here it comes. Oh my God, it's so big. Oh, I knew it was gonna rip. Oh yes! Look at that! I got it out. Oh my God, look you guys. Look at that meat. It's got the fat on it still. Look at that meat, you guys. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. The claw is the best part of the whole meat. Look at how big. Look at how big that claw meat is. Fuck it. Fuck it. Look at that. Whoa. Let me get some tea, some sweet tea real quick. Oh my God. Look at that, you guys. Look. Oh, it's cooked just perfectly. When I was cooking it, I was worried that maybe I didn't cook it long enough. But it's so good. It is so, so good. Oh my God. If you know anything about lobster meat, you know that the claw is like a little sweeter than the tail and a little bit more tender. And it is so amazing. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, sorry guys. I just had to wipe my mouth really quick. It's so big that it just kind of gets everywhere. Oh my God. So we're gonna get into a little bit of a story time today. And we're gonna talk about how I used to sneak out of my house when I was 16. I would go off with my friends and we would go party, we would go smoke pot, we would go to house parties, couple times we went to, we would just do everything you really weren't supposed to do. Let me see how much more time I have. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh my God, that's so good. Okay, I'm back. So, yeah, we're gonna get into a little bit of a story time, and we're gonna be talking about how I used to sneak out, and like I would get in trouble every single time I snuck out. I did it mainly because it was just so much fun. I had so much fun. For some reason, it was just fun to get picked up by my friends and roll up, you know, some weed and smoke it. Laugh, go to Taco Bell, order food from Taco Bell that was really cheap. I did it probably because I had a little bit of a lack of guidance at my house, you know, like I did get caught a couple times and I would get in trouble. But basically, there was, it was pretty easy for me because we had a basement and like I would just go through the basement back door. Then once my dad found out that I did that, he would lock the basement door. So then I would open up the window on our porch and I'd go out the window. And I would always make sure I came back by like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Because that's like before my dad would wake up, and I feel so bad as an adult because when somebody's taking care of you financially, when they're working their ass off every single day, supporting you, feeding you, like you do not take advantage of someone in that manner. As an adult, I see absolutely from every reason like why that was wrong of me, and it was just dangerous and unsafe and just not good. But as a teenager, excuse me, sorry. So that's why, like, as an adult, I want you to learn from my mistakes whenever I do story times. I want to be a good example, believe it or not, I really do. So anyways, but as a teenager, when I was looking back on it, all those things, I didn't take any of that into consideration. All I was thinking about was, I hope my dad doesn't wake up. And I would sneak out of the back porch window. I would leave it cracked just a little bit. There was even like, we had like plants in front of our window, and I would move them out of the way, sneak out, move the plants back, close the window, and keep it cracked just a little bit. And when I would sneak out, then like my friend, well, I had so many people I would sneak out with and hang out with, but you know, like one of my friends, you know, he'd pick me up, and he had an SUV, and we would go to his friend's house, and we would just listen to music. Most of the time we would smoke pot and listen to music, to be honest. But I just remember like how wild we were and how the world seems so safe. It just seems safe. No one that ever picked me up ever had really seemed like they had bad intentions. They were all people I met at school. They were all in high school. Probably the worst thing about them was that they were potheads and stoners. But they were never really like violent people. They were never really malicious people. They really weren't thieves. They were just stoners. And you guys, not only would we get high, but like we would get fucked up high. Like we would smoke so much pot, like an ounce of weed, and ride all around town. And then when I would come back home, I'd be high as shit. Not just like one blunt, like the whole bag. Um, God damn. Okay. So, yeah, so we would do that. I clean the guts out of here. And I don't know what made us feel like we had to party so fucking much every fucking day. But I kind of look at it like this. Everybody lived at home with their parents. None of us paid rent. We were all like 16 years old. Some of us had jobs. And it was actually extremely fun because when you don't work, when you don't pay rent, when your neighborhood is extremely safe. I grew up in the suburbs. I grew up in an extremely safe suburban neighborhood. I mean, life was good, you know, and I was a total brat. Didn't appreciate anything I had. I mean, as an adult, all that money that, like, it's just, I didn't work for anything. I just feel really bad. But, God damn. And we would listen to music. We would listen to like 3 6 Mafia, Sublime, 311, like all those 90s rock bands, a lot of like rap. Fuck, oh my goodness. It's so big though. Look at that. Look at that. I really thought I was gonna turn 18 and get my real estate license and I was just gonna be balling. Like, that's really what I was gonna do. That was my plan. Like, it was so simple for me. Well, I'm clearly gonna just turn into an adult. Turn into an adult, get my real estate license, sell a house here, sell a house there, sell at least one or two a month, you know. Then once I've done that, you know, like, do you know how hard it is to sell real estate nowadays? I know some people who have their real estate license who sell one house a year because the economy is bad. People can't get home loans. Not to mention, just to take the real estate exam, it's like $400, depending on where you take your class at. But the last time I checked, it's like $400. So some people literally get their real estate license and come out of it completely broke. You guys, this is the biggest fucking thing I've ever eaten in my life. Oh my god. It's huge. Oh my goodness. I'm just really, really glad that I had my dad because for all the things I've done, for all the bad things I've done, all the times I've just totally screwed up and everything, he has helped me so much. And he hasn't enabled me. It's not like an enabler relationship or anything. But he's just always tried like putting me on the right path in life. You know, like right when I turned 18, he enrolled me into college. Like, you know what I mean? So it's not like he's enabling me. He was always just trying to get me to be on like the right path pretty much. And I really, really am so thankful for that. I feel like a lot of people can relate to that because a lot of people went through that. You know, a lot of people won't admit it, but a lot of people had like their teenage years and you know, I meet a lot of like mom friends nowadays and they act like they totally never did anything like that when I know most of them totally did. So, um like I said, I'm not here to encourage anyone to do anything like that. I'm here to just kind of tell you about the mistakes I've made and try to get you to make the right choices because you don't have to sneak out with your friends. You don't have to do dangerous things and drive around in the car and blast music at 3 in the morning. You can just invite your friends to your house under adult supervision and permission and watch them and like just order some takeout and watch a movie and have just as much fun, honestly. Like it is so dangerous to be out there in the like 3 in the morning partying. It's not even safe. Do you know like how many people get carjacked and like get robbed at that hour of the night? Oh my god, you guys, what was I ever thinking? Especially like hanging out at like Taco Bell and McDonald's at 3 in the morning. Come on. But a couple times like and my parents would be like, you better not leave, and like I would just walk out the house, like go party. So so don't ever do anything like that because like don't just walk out the house when they say don't leave because that's really just disrespectful to the max. Super disrespectful. You just don't do that to people. I'm sure that my parents were like worried and pissed off at me and like I really shouldn't have done that. my God. I like the flavor of lobster meat. It's so good. I like it better than crab meat, actually. Oh my God, yes. Mm. Wow. I recommend anybody, if you have like a celebration coming up, a birthday party, a retirement party, any type of party, like I really think you should, it would be cool, like it's a great idea if you get a big lobster like this and have a celebration, because it's really fun, to be honest. It is really a lot of fun. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so full. Oh. So amazing. But my real advice to anybody out there, if you're still in high school or if you're just starting out in life, is excuse me, get your education and study, study, study. Build your resume, get work experience, because you don't need any foolishness in your life. The only thing you need is a job and a career and money and wealth. High interest savings accounts. That's what you need. You don't need a boyfriend. You don't need anything. Only thing you need is to be your own boss, to be honest. I'm serious. To be your own boss, or to try to be like the manager somewhere. That's what you need.